Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Well, why don't we, county councilor,
Okay, we'll do
situated
it.
here.
Well, while he's going to set up, we'll have the public comment. There's nobody here, but I would remind everybody that we have a public comment on a non-agenda item before the meeting, at the beginning of the meeting, at the end of the meeting. So, love to have you here. Okay, everybody have a chance to look at the minutes?
Yeah, the first one is on goal setting, correct? I've got 3 sets of minutes.
We have the goal setting, and we have the special township meeting, and we have the meeting of the last report 2 meeting.
Okay. I have no problems with the minutes of the goal setting meeting.
You gonna make one motion, or you have issues with the other two?
I was just saying, I didn't know if anybody else had any comment before.
Does anybody have any comments or any corrections on any of these minutes? I would entertain a motion to approve all 3 of them.
Okay, also move.
I second that, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Commissioner comments and committee reports.
I have a K.S.A meeting Thursday. I thought it was last week, and it is 9 o'clock at Troy. And then the commissioners were invited to have a breakfast with the health department with their employees, and even though I was late, and Jack was there, I thought it was very informative, what they provide, how they collaborate with other health entities in the not only in the county but in the surrounding counties. They, NEK or multi-county. NEK multi-county is with Brown and Jackson County, and how we work together. I thought it was a good meeting with some new employees that I hadn't met yet too. So that's the only thing I have.
So I was pretty impressed with what we heard today. Seems to be moving upward and onward. I would mention that I think we all got an email. There's Benedictine College is having an hors d'oeuvre hour where you can kind of collaborate with other potential service learning partnerships in the community. Should have had an email for it, but I'll pass it around if you don't. That's Monday,
April 15th.
April 15th at 4 o'clock. I plan to attend. If others want to attend, that's other people in the county, including county councilor or anybody that wants to attend. So, okay. Did you have something?
I have JCAT tomorrow on Leavenworth at 2 o'clock at Justice Center. That's all I have.
Okay. I have Seth on the minutes first, but we'll go ahead and. Oh, did you? Okay. So why don't you bring up? We have some POs.
Seth couldn't attend yet, something came up, so I had the PO for him for Sumner Tire. For tires for $40,374.56.
We discussed this in the morning.
And the other one for culvert extension for $47.50.
Any questions or less? Okay, so I would entertain motions for. You want to make a motion, Joel?
I'll make a motion to accept the request for culvert extension. There's no name on it.
Just Wilburn Sales.
Excuse me, Wilburn Sales in the amount of $4,750, and Sumner Tire in the amount of $40,374.56.
I will second that motion.
Is there any further discussion? I assume you're ready to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? None. Passes 3-0.
He's got to sign, we all got to sign him.
Oh yeah, we gotta sign it. I forget that.
I'll have to take it after you guys get done.
Whoops. Said it in the wrong spot. So.
Take that one.
Somebody can have those. Like stick in their folder or whatever.
Take them back to him.
Thank you.
Okay, Russ, you're up.
Alright, so I have 2 POs. The first one is for the siren battery maintenance that we replace every year. We replace 5 sets of batteries this year. Normally it's 4, but it's not here. So we're replacing sirens 2, 9, 14, 16, and 17 in the amount of $3,948.
We discussed this morning. Do I have a motion to?
I so moved, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second that.
Move and second. Any further questions?
That is what you said installed too, wasn't it?
Correct.
I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0.
Back here.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so my second PO is the siren that we discussed placing out at Shannon Industrial Park. It is a used siren, but still under excellent condition and still warranted through Blue Valley Public Safety in the amount of $13,950.
Do I just
$950.
refresh my memory? Is this a new?
This is going to be a new siren now that we discussed it several years ago that once the pipe plant got back up and going, that we would put a siren out there because it meets the criteria for a large population in a small amount area. And they've actually had more out there than just the pipe plant. They've also taken on new business out there. So we were lucky that Blue Valley had these used ones that they purchased from a co-op up in Iowa and are selling them at half price. So instead of spending $28,000, we won't spend $13,000.
You may clarify that this is not a new, this is an added.
This is an added siren
used
that is
siren.
used. Yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we purchase the siren from Blue Valley Public Safety in the amount of $13,950.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0. County Councilor updates.
We've had a couple more properties that have been redeemed on the tax sale, but other than that, we're
Okay, someone commented to me that somebody was going to come and pay half taxes the day of the sale, but they have to pay all their taxes, right?
to
Oh,
redeem
but
property that's on the sale. They have to pay all of the delinquent taxes and the court costs.
They can't pay a half year. Somebody said that they just paid some of it, they'd be all right.
Yeah, that's not correct. I think you could make an agreement with somebody to, in the right circumstances, to do something like that, but it hasn't ever been done that way. So, but to redeem the property under the statute, it's pay all the taxes.
Pat, in the morning session, we had a conversation about fireworks in the county. Is there any, we have what we consider a very professional person who wants to come. Pat Bill's got he's a professor at the University of Missouri. He evidently, him and his wife are both born in this Atchison County. one of his brother-in-law lives here. Anything that
You know, I don't believe we have any regulation at all other than state regulations.
well, he's
I don't know why all of them are across the river. I don't know why. I understand the city of Atchison that they're not allowed.
they're not allowed to even fire them off in the city of Atchison. But
Right.
it seems to me that if we could collect the sales tax here for part of that, it would be good for our community. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll have them come up. He teaches on Tuesdays at University of St. Louis, but his brother lives here. Maybe I'll ask him to come up in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Give us a workshop and go through it. I think he has questions in his email, Pat, and I'll forward it to you about who makes sure that the fireworks are legal under state process. And he thought maybe there should be an inspection by a fire department. He seems to be very professional, so he knows what he's doing. So this isn't a guy that says, I'm going to sell fireworks. He's been doing it. This is a normal business for him.
Yeah. Okay. I am not up to speed on fireworks regulations from the state.
Okay. I'll forward you the email, and you can take a look at it, and then maybe we'll bring it back on the agenda next week or whatever he can come up here.
Okay.
It'd be nice to see a face with the idea. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I think that we kind of have to do a little bit of, looking into if there's state statutes that govern this. I mean, because it's kind of a statewide problem. We're not zoned, so I don't know if anything pertains to us. Also, even if we don't need a fire district to inspect them, I think they need to be notified.
I think they're asking for the inspection actually too. So
I don't know who would do that, or if a little fire probably doesn't have any criteria to do that, or any.
Clarify if there's any added cost to Atchison County, he'd be responsible for it.
yeah. It would be appropriate for me to forward his email since we've talked about it in open session.
Sure.
So I'll just send it to.
His email's also.
I'm talking about the commission.
I gave that.
Oh, yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
As long as they don't respond.
I got to know how to do it.
If we responded, you might go boom.
Reply all can.
Okay. I'll forward it to you as long as I can figure out how to do it. Okay. That's all, Pat. Okay.
I think it would be a good idea for us to have executive session on an attorney-client matter. Probably, I would say 15 minutes, but it always turns into longer. But certainly 15 minutes or half an hour.
So on what matter?
On-
She's taking it out.
On an attorney-client matter.
Attorney-client.
If you want to make it the shorter period.
Let's make it for
20? Split the difference?
yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for this then?
Yeah.
Okay. I move that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 1:15 p.m. for consultation with an attorney for the public body, which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B2, and that the purpose of the closed session is to protect confidentiality of the discussion, and that the board come out of the executive session at 1:35 p.m. in a commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the 3 commissioners and Pat Henderson, County Councilor.
I second that motion, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
But they made recommendations before.
Well, we still have those recommendations to look at and go by.
It's totally changed.
Well, that's your call.
That's a good idea.
Your call 100%.
It's a good idea.
I'll be trying to, I'll look into that.
Okay. I think we've come to pretty much the end of the agenda. Is there anything else that anyone wants to bring up? Or? Okay. I'll get back to okay. Okay, we're at the end of the agenda, so no public comment. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn at 1:37. Thanks.
Make a motion.
I second that, Mr.
All in
Chairman.
favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0.